The schools in Detroit are a big problem. You know, there's so much work to do still, and the people who are taking on this challenge have their work cut out for them, and it's really, we don't know yet whether they're going to be successful.
But our education system has been so poor for so long that a lot of the young people won't even qualify for the jobs that are available.
I went over and actually attended a classroom in a school and saw that there were 60 to 70 kids per teacher in classrooms where they couldn't sit down and write. They had no paper, no pencils, so this clearly doesn't work.
Time is not on our side. We got to make some moves right now, today, because that kid that's in one of my classrooms that's a fifth grader will end up competing with somebody that he's never seen before. We'll never see, and will eat his breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that's the thing we're fighting against.
Does the school system need to be fixed? Absolutely. We've got to do that, because we have to create our own talent. You can't just import talent.
Now, we have pockets of excellence. We have some schools, we tend to speak of it in a holistic way and say the Detroit school system is failing. We have some schools that are outstanding and doing a great job. We don't have enough of those.
The charter schools we do have are great, but they enable people to leave. So we need something in addition to that to give a foundational skill set to the kids that are growing up in Detroit.
We're recalibrating our system to focus on the topic of student growth, because that's what really matters. And then we're going to invest in things, we're going to put the dollars in things that really show those outcomes.
We're going to be digging very deep and very wide to make sure that we get the best principals, the best operations that are available to help the kids in the city of Detroit, because we're not getting that job done very well. It's a matter of changing the culture and getting the community to wrap their arms around a changed approach and not accepting failure as a modus operandi.
One area we talked about was creating a master teacher classification, because in some cases our best teachers sort of feel compelled to become administrators, when the best answer is to keep them in the classroom. So how do you create a system where you create this category, they can mentor other teachers, they can be compensated well for that, and the issue is they need to keep performing. And that's how it's been done in the private sector a long time. Let's bring some of those tools over to the public sector and reward success.
I'll be unrelenting on where we have to go in educating these kids, and if the union want the same thing I want, then great, I'd like them at the table, and I've told the union that. But if they don't what I want, I will use the powers that have been entrusted to me with the state of Michigan to do what I have to do to move forward and educate these young people.
A lot of kids can't get enough food to eat. They're coming from a place that's really tough. And so school, if it's done right and they learn something, we can employ those kids to fix this city and be employed at our companies. We can rebuild it, but we've got to start with breaking the backbone of the cycle that's in place right now.